Hey guys, welcome back. Leave a like so this video is recommended to others and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
He's right there. He's up on that shelf behind the plant. Oh. Right? I know.
Yo, guys, look at this thing. Hi, Kiki. Well, I'm gonna see if he chases the laser.
Bruh.
I don't know, cats like lasers.
It's not a normal cat.
Dude, cats are all the same. They all like the same thing.
You guys are hilarious.
Hey, look, Kiki.
Who is this cop?
He's right there.
Bro's got that toxic positivity. What was he gonna do if it just lunged at him? He was just gonna grab it like a normal cat? When you're broke, no insurance, and still gotta go to work. Oh my god. Oh man, bro. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta, oh man, I can't believe it's still running. 3 more payments and it's paid off. That could be the reason. Yeah, that could be the reason why they refuse to let it go. That looks too scary, bro. I'd rather walk.
The elite are just selling us the same stuff in different ways.
Does anyone else notice that we're just going in circles now? Yep. It's with everything. Look at streaming services.
Listen.
It is 100% at a point. It's just cable. It is just like cable. There are hundreds of streaming services, just like there were hundreds of channels that you have to pay for separately. They all run ads on them, and you have to have all of them to have access to your favorite shows. That is literally cable, but Uber just created rideshare where they have predetermined locations
that true.
People can meet at, and Uber will come and pick you up
It's
among
a bus
all the other
route.
people that show up and drive on a predetermined route to drop people off. That is literally the bus. It is exactly the bus, but I swear to God, we are like 6 months away from people coming out and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of losing my phone. If only there was a way to have it mounted to my wall and connected to a wire so I know I won't lose it and I know I won't drop calls. We are.
The elite pulled a fast one on us, and we let it happen. They are literally repackaging old business models and reselling it to us, and we're letting it happen. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay weird.
I think there's a sucker born every minute, and they know. And it is slightly worse than cable. Like, in order to watch, there's certain shows that I like watching on like Hulu per se that Amazon doesn't have. Same crap, different day. Nature's Goth Moth. Is it though? That looks too good to be true. That's crazy if it's real. I don't know what to believe anymore though because of AI. It seemed pretty real. I'm gonna say it's real. Hold on there, partner. Before we go any further, I need to tell you about how Bank of America had a data breach. But that's not even the worst part. What's worse than that is that they didn't tell anybody for months. On average, it takes a company 277 days to report a data breach. Your data, yes, your data could have been exposed months ago, and you wouldn't be hearing about it until right now. That's not even the first data breach Bank of America announced this year. Last year, Citigroup and JP Morgan both announced breaches. Your bank could be compromised right now as we speak, and you probably wouldn't hear about it till months from now. Do you really want to give criminals a 9-month head start? That's why it's really important for me to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura alerts me if they find my phone number, email address, or social security number on the dark web, and they'll let you know if anybody tries to use that information to access any credit or your bank accounts. They also give me a $5 million identity theft insurance just in case the worst was to happen. And that's included with a bunch of other features like VPNs and parental controls all in one app to keep you safe online. You can go to my link at aura.com/Ahuevo to try 14 days for free. That should be plenty of time for Aura to find out if your personal data has been compromised. And that way you'll learn about it before one of these companies is forced to tell you. And I highly recommend you do this now because the only thing any of these companies is going to do to help you out is offer free credit monitoring, and that's like installing cameras in your house after it's already been robbed. A little counterproductive there. And I know there's been so many security breaches that you might as well just be handing out business cards with your social security written on them, but if you haven't been a victim yet, then why keep risking your precious data? If protecting yourself seems like it's too much to do, let Aura do all the hard work for you. Don't leave yourself vulnerable and regretful, and go to my link at aura.com/Ahuevo to try 2 weeks for free. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring this video, and again, you can get this deal by clicking the link in the description below.
Is it? Sitting here watching the shadows on the other side. Look at that. believe that. What the and I mean, I get myself I'm in the shadow now, right? Obviously you can't see, it's part of these trees are part of it, but that's, it got me speechless. I'm dumbfounded. That is cool. It's like diamond, man. You know you're in the right place when you're in the right place, eh? I mean, that looks like sorry, I'm overexcited about that. It looks more perfect before, but still, that's trippy as f***, eh?
I think he needs to start digging. There might be like some buried gold there. Dude's about to find some long lost treasure or something.
Check out what this lightning strike caused. It hit this ditch right here. It busted a gas line and a water line. We got called over here for a grass fire in the pouring rain, which we thought that's just highly unusual. But just look at it. You got a water line that's broken here too. This is all by lightning strike.
That's crazy, dude.
Broke this whole water line, just pouring up right here. And gas, look at the gas. Is that not
Fire
crazy?
coming out of the water.
Anyway, we're not gonna put it out because it'd just be fumes of gas everywhere. We just leave it burning. And they will come over here eventually and turn that off for us. If it starts getting into the trees or something like that, which it won't, you know, because it's raining outside. But we'll put it out as necessary, but we're just gonna leave it burning like that.
That sounds like
But I've never seen anything like it before. That's pretty unusual.
Dude, these Final Destination ads are getting out of control. They're actually out here causing damage. I did not used to fear lightning strikes as much as I do now. Now that I've seen how common it is for lightning to just strike people, to go through houses, I had no idea.
A paraglider almost froze to death after being blown nearly 29,000 feet in the clouds. Leoga, a seasoned paraglider, was lifted up to terrifying heights after he lost control of his glider after jumping off China's Kilian Mountain at 9,800 feet above sea level. The phenomenon known as cloud suck took Leo to 28,210 feet, making him almost freeze and covered in ice. The higher altitude meant oxygen levels were dangerously low as Leo did not carry an oxygen mask. But he remained conscious, regained control of his glider, and was able to make a safe landing.
Bro literally got up so high that he could have got hit by a plane. That's crazy. Guess I should add paragliding to the list of things I never want to do. The Malaysian dead leaf mantis mimicking a mouth with teeth to scare off predators? Oh, that's crazy. If I hadn't read the description, I would just think that's the ugliest bug I've ever seen. Y'all think it knows it's actually making the shape of a mouth? Like, how would it know? Has it seen itself in a mirror? It has to have seen its reflection first, right? New fear unlocked. Huh? What's happening? Oh. It's a... Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, I never thought about that, huh? It's a store on a dock. And apparently it's like in the middle of a storm. That's crazy, dude. Wait, so you have to take all your merchandise down every time there's a storm? Wow, that seems really inconvenient. This is the no sense of urgency that drives me crazy. Yeah, but dude's probably used to it. This probably happens all the time. That's why he's taking his sweet time.
Where did he go? Where the f did he just go?
How'd he do that? Did he duck? Hold up.
did he go? Where the did he just go?
It's an NPC leaving the server, I guess. He glitched out. Needs a better internet connection. Shane Whiten. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. An engineer built a robotic barber that can cut his hair. The robot uses scissors to cut his hair, and it's programmed with a variety of haircut styles. What was that? I don't know, man. Just imagine you go in for a haircut and you leave with the lobotomy. I don't trust it at all. It looked like it was giving him one at one point. This is the wildest zoo experience ever. Imagine driving through the wild lands. Tell me why I thought it was chickens. Damn. I feel like this is a cool idea, except that like it's like an accident waiting to happen just because people are so dumb. Have y'all seen the video of like this couple bickering at one of these zoos and they're in their car and one of them decides to exit and a lion gets her? Yeah, I don't think she made it through. People were dumb.
Go on, give it to me. Try to give it to me again. Try to give it to me again.
What are you doing?
Whoa. Go on, give it to me. Try to give it to me again. Try to give it to me again.
I guess he didn't like that.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
I guess bro wasn't in the mood that day. That or his standards are way higher. Bro was expecting a Big Mac.
Paintings on the bottom of swimming pools
my
should
God,
be illegal.
absolutely not.
Part 2. Seriously though, why would anybody draw a freaking Jaws shark on the bottom of a swimming pool?
Yeah.
Why would you have this done in your own house? Why would you have this to where when it's completely full of water, because it's drained right now, when it's completely full of water, when you look under the water, you see this giant shark? Why? Why would you do that? Like, are you just a glutton for punishment? Like, I don't understand why anyone would do that. I would never go anywhere near these pools that have freaking things drawn on them. What is wrong with you? Like, this is a public pool.
Nah,
this is a
bruh.
public pool, and you are traumatizing children and adults by doing this. Why? This one's kind of goofy looking, but I still would cry if I saw it underwater. You think this one's cute. It's like dolphins, right? But actually dolphins are kind of evil. Did you know that orca whales are actually just giant dolphins that have different colored skin? Did you know that? Like, orcas are just black and white dolphins. And you know how evil they are. So I don't like this either. And the cherry on top, someone put a giant whale eye mosaic in their pool. Don't even get me started on black bottom pools. Who completely decides to make their entire pool tiled with black so it looks like the abyss? Who? Why?
I don't know what kind of psycho would have a shark painted in their pool. I would not get in any of these pools. The black bottom pool though, that's diabolical. I wouldn't even dip my toe in that. One scene specifically, I think from a movie that's not even a horror movie that would give me nightmares as a kid. It was one of the Ace Ventura movies where he's in a room and there's like a shark or a crocodile and it's like black water. Bro made sure not to break eye contact. What the hell? He wants to eat it, but he can't until he unzips his dog costume. Yeah, that's probably what it is, man. It's a skinwalker.
It's not normal.
Man, look at this. It's a damn snake. On the street.
What is it doing? What the heck?
I don't know what he's doing. He about to get ran over, though.
Uh-oh.
That is crazy.
That's a big
Is it trying to
snake.
go up her car?
Yes, look. It's going up her car. It's in the tire.
Oh!
It's in the tire. Hell no.
Oh no.
Better than her car than mine.
Oh!
A highway snake. No fear unlocked. They didn't warn her. They didn't honk. Bro was just like, better her than me. I hope I never need your help.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Probably not the best place for that light. It makes it look like they're flying through hell. I'd be mad if that lady started praying like that behind me. She needs to shut up. We're gonna be fine.
Jeffrey committed to, you know, when you see one, and that's what that was.
So I just gotta say, this is one of the most egregious things that I've seen in years. I don't know how many people have told me over the last year or so that transparency is coming. How many people posted online about how this administration is going to release everything and release the files.
No.
But this should show anybody and everybody that this isn't a problem of right versus left. Once again, this is the top protecting their interests versus all of us, the bottom. I mean, first you had the whole files debacle where they were releasing redacted versions of files that were already on the internet that people had already fully read and analyzed. And now you have these two actually going on interviews saying they know for a fact that Epstein took his own life, which is absolutely hilarious to me because everybody knows that that is not true. Even people that I know that are not conspiracy people whatsoever. It's like every single person under the sun agrees that he did not kill himself. When my wife showed me this clip the other day, I actually burst out laughing. It was the most egregious thing I've ever possibly seen. I mean, I know that the official government perspective is always going to be that he killed himself, but there's so much proof that proves that that was not the case. And honestly, this should be a reminder and a wake-up call to some people that the government is never going to open up about Epstein. They are never, no matter who's in charge, going to tell you what exactly happened and who did what. But the first episode of my podcast, The Conspiracy Files, is all about it. It's extremely long and thorough, and it goes through all the publicly available information about it and helps paint the case in a completely different light than I think you've ever heard. If you don't like podcasts, it's also the first video I posted on my YouTube channel, The Conspiracy Files. But yeah, I mean, this is all just incredibly disappointing. I had no hopes whatsoever. Like, I knew that this was going to happen, obviously, as someone who has worked very closely with investigative journalists that have been on his tail since the early 2010s. But to actually see that video clip is just absolutely insane. Yes, it's total coincidence that all the security cameras were turned off that night. The guards were asleep, even though everyone was on suicide watch. No one was watching him. His hyoid bone's missing and broken. There's so many discrepancies between the actual evidence and the photos and everything that was released. And yeah, just absolutely crazy. Rewatch that video if you want to have like a good chuckle, because I literally was laughing out loud when I first saw that.
I kind of figured as much. They were not going to tell us. I think they're all in on it. Everybody that's that high up in the government, every high-ranking politician, celebrity, rich person. I don't think he wanted to say that. I think they made him. It's more like blink twice if you need help.
Are you serious?
For real?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
What?
Let me just go.
For real?
So right there on the second floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that, what would that be? The east wall. Yeah. And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like dart across.
Are you guys?
I swear.
You have
And we
body
were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second.
The police, fearing what might be lurking within the building, also fled for their lives, convinced that an entity was present. In the aftermath, both the officers and Jake, along with his friend, left the premises, abandoning whatever was causing the disturbance inside. Despite this extraordinary spectacle, the true nature of what the officers experienced that day remained a mystery.
That's funny, dude. Even the cops chickened out. Dude should have arrested the ghost.
On February 20th, 2014 in Wayne County, Georgia, a small indie film crew was shooting a scene for Midnight Rider, a biopic about rock legend Greg Allman. It was supposed to be a dream sequence. A twin-size hospital bed was placed directly on the railroad trestle. They had just minutes to film before a train might come. They were told the tracks were safe, But they weren't. As the cameras rolled, a light appeared in the distance. Then a deafening horn. A train was coming fast. The crew froze for a split second, then chaos. Screaming, equipment dropped, people sprinted, trapped on the narrow bridge with nowhere to run. 42-year-old hairstylist Joyce Gillard knew she wasn't going to make it, so she lunged for the side of the bridge, clinging to the edge, dangling over the river below as the train thundered past. But the force was too strong. Her left arm got sucked in. Her bone snapped clean through her skin. She was hanging on by one arm, barely conscious, convinced she was going to, but she didn't. When the train finally passed, she opened her eyes and saw something she would never forget. Just a few feet away was the 27-year-old Sarah Jones, unrecognizable. When the train hit the metal bed, shrapnel shot straight into Sarah, launching her into the train's path. She never had a chance. But here's the part that would make your blood boil. The crew was never supposed to be there. CSX, the train company, had twice denied the production's request to film on the tracks, but director Randy Miller and his team went ahead anyway. After the tragedy, Miller was charged with involuntary manslaughter. He took a plea deal, served just 1 year in jail, and even after Sarah's he still tried to finish the movie. Her parents sued everyone involved and settled with all but one, CSX. The company denied any wrongdoing until 2017 when the jury disagreed. They awarded $11.2 million in damages. CSX was found 35% responsible for ignoring repeated warnings that there were people on the tracks. If you guys want to listen to more brutal true crime stories like this, then like and follow, brah. By the way guys, I'm in Japan right now and I'm visiting a temple. Look at this. This is pretty cool.
Wow. And he only got 1 year. Got that money and them connections. And the fact that they still tried to finish the movie is crazy, man. You gotta call it quits after that. That's almost insulting. I don't know if it's the camera angle or just the scariest looking ride I've ever seen. Is there no sound? I guess not. Holy crap, dude. Wow. I'm sure the camera angle makes it look scarier, but that still looks like a really long distance. Like, look how far it seems like he's going. That's a no for me, dog. I came back to house sit drunk and fully thought someone broke in to take a dump. Nearly crapped myself too. Is that not somebody taking a crap?
Hello? Hello?
Bro, the fear in her eyes.
Hello? Hello? Alexa, stop! What the f? Who? What the f? Who does that? How is that even a thing? What the f?
It can do that? That's a pretty cool security system. I feel like she got more scared once she realized halfway through that there's no way it's somebody that's taking a dump, because then that just means somebody's in the house making fart noises. Stuff that happens at my work. Crazy stuff. Oh, immediately. Oh my god. Oh, my heart. It's a Tacoma. No. that guy stopped. Into the bushes. Is it safe? It's safe. No, I think it's still going. Oh no. Wow. Dude doesn't even know it yet and he's about to have a really bad day. That is a complete miracle. It did not touch a single car. How do you do this? How do you get out of your car without putting it in park?
Is that a squirrel or a rat? Because I'm a little confused. What is that? Is this a squirrel or a rat? This is a little confusing. I don't know what this is. But I don't know if this is a rat. I don't know if it's a squirrel. Maybe it's a hybrid. I don't know. This mother crazy.
I don't really think it looks mixed. I think that just might be a squirrel with a messed up tail.
They made a skeleton purse with real spines.
Oh, what is it, like Balenci? Rick?
It's not. It's some next brand called Unconventional. It uses a real spine from a. Now, where do they get the though? They say they get the from like donors that send their or sign it up for science.
Yeah.
You know how you go to those science center.
Yeah,
like
and you see the big
the whole
balls.
It's still weird though. Like why and why handbags?
Are they trying to portray it as luxury? Like, is it very expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's even
I mean,
worse.
it has to be too.
That's even worse because that makes people want to buy it.
And you know who's buying that?
Yeah,
it's the weirdos, bro.
No, the rich mans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually
why is it always about? That's what's weird.
That should be illegal, right? No matter how they got that spine. That's not just a weird flex. That's a bizarre flex. That's bizarre. Well, guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.